You want truth, you want power, then brace yourself. Because what you're asking for isn't some fluffy affirmation bullshit. What you're asking for is to rewrite your mind from the goddamn roots. Pull out the weeds of distortions, deletions and generalizations that has been strangling your perception like a vine around your throat. And the blade you're going to use, the meta model. So let's go. The meta model is the motor that runs NLP. If NLP were a spaceship, the meta model isn't just the engine. It's the navigation system, the fuel, the steering wheel, and the destination. Without it, you're not doing NLP. You're doing noise, white noise, confused noise, wobbly-ass logic that goes nowhere. It's not some optional thing. It's the goddamn skeleton holding NLP's muscles together. You can have all the fancy-ass hypnotic language and Milton model fluff, but without the meta model, that's like painting a Lamborghini's body on a rusted go-kart. The meta model is your sort of precision, slicing through vague, fuzzy-ass thinking. It tells you that belief, that's a trap. That thought, that's a distortion. That assumption, where the fuck did that even come from? It's the scalpel of transformation. You don't just use it, you become it. So let's chunk up and down, like an emotional roller coaster. Someone says, I'm just not good enough. You say, hold up. What exactly does good enough mean? Good enough for what? According to who? Compared to what standard? Boom. Welcome to chunking down. You're drilling, boring, smashing into the specifics. It's like going from the cake is bad to, oh, it's the vanilla extract that tastes like Satan's armpit. Now we can fix it. Specificity is clarity. It's power. So chunk up the big picture. Why the fuck does this matter? I'm afraid to speak up. Cool. Why the hell do you want to speak up? What's the purpose? What's the value behind it? So I can feel confident. So I can express my truth. So I stop feeling like I'm shrinking inside my own damn skin. That's chunking up. You're mining for values, for motivational fuel, for emotional gravity. That's your leverage. That's where transformation hooks in. And guess what? That's how you pace and lead. Pacing and leading. Rapport is a fucking spell. You want to change someone's mind? Start by not arguing with them. That's rookie shit. First, you pace their world like a ninja. Yeah, I get why you feel stuck. You've been running loops that used to work, but now they're just burning gas and getting you nowhere. They feel seen. Then you lead them. What if those loops were never meant to be permanent? What if you're just overdue for an upgrade? Boom, you've just unlocked the door to influence, not by force, by precision, empathy. Science time. Why does the meta model work? Because it breaks the automation of thought. When you challenge vagueness, the brain can't keep running the same pattern. It's like slamming the brakes on a runaway train. Deletions get filled in. Distortions get untwisted. Generalizations, they get picked apart like a child dismantling a Lego tower. Your prefrontal cortex lights the fuck up. Neuroplasticity gets triggered. Language reorganizes perception. Bam. That's science. How do you already do this? Ever hear a kid say, nobody likes me? And you respond with, nobody? Really? Not even your dog? Congratulations. You just ran the meta model. You're challenging a universal quantifier. You question the deletion. You created specificity. You do this naturally when you love someone enough to help them break their bullshit. Now it's time to love yourself enough to do it internally and to master it externally, like a Jedi, but with language and sharper cheekbones. So why the fuck are you afraid to do this? Because specificity holds you accountable. Because clarity leads to change. And your ego hates change. Because once you see the structure, you can't unsee it. And suddenly, all the little comfy lies, they start collapsing like a house of matchsticks. You're afraid of hurting people. You're afraid of being too much. You're afraid if you really challenged someone's model of the world, they'd hate you or they'd crumble. Guess what? That's ego bullshit. That's your wounded child trying to keep the peace by keeping everyone in their prison. Fuck that. Freedom costs discomfort, and the meta model is the key that opens the door. And yeah, it sometimes scrapes your hands as you turn it. The karma of not using this. If you don't use the meta model, you stay stuck in a swamp of surface level shit. You'll keep accepting vague excuses, yours and others. You'll keep making decisions based on fog instead of facts. The karma, relationships that feel off, but you don't know why. Goals that slip through your fingers like fog. A life that feels like Groundhog Day, stuck, numb, on repeat. The price of not asking the right question is living the wrong life. If you learn this, if you master this, you become dangerous in the best way. You see through manipulation. You help others untangle trauma. You become a leader because people feel safe in your clarity. You speak truth like a sword, with love and steel in your tone. But if you don't, you keep playing small. You stay confused about why people don't get you. You keep looking for answers outside of yourself when the truth was locked inside your lazy language all along. Every time someone speaks vaguely, the gods of truth cry. So from now on, you're the avenger of clarity, the warrior of what do you mean exactly. From now on, you change generalizations like a linguistic hitman. You question deletions like a detective with nothing to lose. You burst through distortions like a wrecking ball of precision, because you know vague thoughts create vague lives. And that's no longer acceptable to you. This is who you fucking are now. A divine interrogator, a surgeon of semantics, a shaman of specificity. You don't use the meta model, you are the meta model. Say this with me. I see through the fog. I ask the questions that wake the world up. My words liberate minds, including my own. Let's fucking go.